keep your mind with the feeling of your body moving. That's all.
Why is better this meditation than the like still?
Why is it better? We usually see people like kind of sitting still and they meditate on their breath usually.
Yeah.
On how they breathe in and out and they focus on that breath. But the problem with that is actually it's the same process. When they do that, they want to do that to avoid thinking and then coming back to the body, but through the breathing, and then staying with the now through the breathing. And it's the same text that describes this process. But they will talk about how you meditate with your body. There's seven methods of meditating with your body. One of it is through breathing. Another one of it is through your focusing on your body movements. And it's divided into two parts. One is your main body movements, which is about when you stand, you sit, you lay down, when you walk. The scriptures say that in order to really understand yourself, you just have to know that you are doing these things and just stay with knowing that you're doing it, but not giving it names, not thinking about it. Just know that you're doing it. So, and this process is also with moving your body. So you just have to know. But the difference between focusing on your breath and focusing on your body movement is that focusing on your breath is very thin. It's very soft comparing to knowing how you're moving. This is a much stronger. It gives you much stronger sense of feeling, especially when you walk. It's easier to capture that feeling and then keep staying with it. And it's easier to not fall asleep while doing it. So it's the same idea, but different tools. The tools of doing the breathing, it's easier to do when you are quiet in an environment that is very calm usually. But when you're focusing on your movement, it's easier to do it while you're with other people or in your daily life, or when you're even playing sports or driving a car, do anything. Your body moves all the time, so it's something that you can actually look at all the time. But usually we ignore it, we don't recognize it. So to answer your question, it's the same principle, but with different tools to look at. But it's the same, that they look at breathing, but what we're telling you here is that it's easier to do it with your body. It's much bigger and it's stronger. And you can move faster if you want to, and you can move slower if you want to.
My feeling is more stronger when I make this meditation than when I move. The feeling is more stronger
More
for
stronger
me.
for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you've been practicing that for before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes practice to get the hang of how you like can balance your perception of your feeling. But what we want to do is not to, like, if this is your feeling of your movement or your breath or anything, it's the same. By knowing, we don't want to squeeze, not be too tense with the knowing, not to be too focused. But we just have to, we want to just let it stay there and you just know that it's moving. Not to push it, not to squeeze it, not to force it, but just to know in its natural environment, how it's going, how it's moving. So if with your breath, if you can do that, that's great. But you have to be careful that it's not about focusing intensely, pushing, but just slightly feeling, stay with it, but not forcing, and just know it. Just know yourself through your natural process, without thinking about it. That's vipassana.
So you can close your eyes when you do this?
You don't have to close your eyes, but you can if you're kind of feeling tired with your eyes. But it's better to do it with your eyes open, because like when you meditate and you close your eyes, it's easier for you to get lost in the thinking, and you get images, or you think you're getting images, or sometimes you get kind of excited about, oh, I'm saying this, I'm saying that, and you wonder if it's real or not because you're closing your eyes. It could be a dream, it could be just your thinking. But once you open your eyes, you actually know what's ever happening around you, and you know what's real and what's not. But you can actually, eventually, you'll be able to see your thinking the same as when you close your eyes, but it's more real. You can actually realize the realness of what's happening, and easier not to fall asleep. So that's why in this process we don't advise you to just to open your eyes. And the Buddha never told you that you have to close your eyes when you meditate. And if you look at the statues of the Buddha, none of them is done with his eyes closed. His eyes are always open. And looking at the world and not hiding it from anything. Just let everything come to you, and you just know it, and you just let go.